Alright, cool. So we're ready? Awesome. Hey guys, welcome to the US Contenders title match. We got minors seeking majors defending the title for the second time against the Mooseknucklers. And I'm joined with my good friend Sizz. Sizz, what's going on?
Pretty good. Pretty good to actually be able to comment. I haven't commentated a US Contenders match yet, so this is going to be really interesting to see, especially since it's a title match.
Yeah,
it's my favorite. Very exciting match.
Yeah, my favorite thing about the US Contenders is that it's only two halves.
Yeah, we've had to change our formatting to that too.
So it looks like on the blue team, it's going to be the defending champs. We got Fez, Magikarp, Notsumball, and Liz starting. And then the Mooseknucklers are going to be rolling with JJ Poole, Brick, Nebuchadnezzar, and the Bob 18. Oh, wait, we should let them know that we're ready.
What are we going to expect going into this match, Riverhorse?
Well, the last match I did for Minor Seeking Majors, they beat Original Sign and Bombing Run, which is an odd map choice. And this one is more traditional boombox, where you see a lot of skill. And Magikarp is a really amazing juker, and Fez is really amazing as well, and so is Lizard Wizard. I mean, I just really love this team. I see a really steady victory, probably even like a romp. And for those of you who are not currently in the tournament, we thank you guys for hanging out and watching this today. I'm sure everyone else will get a chance to watch this after it's already over.
I think a lot of people will. It's definitely going to be a exciting match. I think we do have that power up in the middle is just going to be close to fight for it. Looks like Bob 18 and Notsumball are both in good positions to go for it. Just in the nick of time, Notsumball makes it.
I'm just joining the game as Notsumball has TagPro. He doesn't have any support though. And here comes Magikarp. He's coming through two. And Notsumball picks up the flag. He has Flag Pro. Magikarp with a great block. It looks like he wants to go one. And he's going to have a really tough time getting out of base here. Bob 18 just kind of chases him down.
Carp almost had a good position for a regrab, but just that respawn with the tag pro by whoever it was, I missed it.
Alright, Brick is now on the loose. He's got Notsumball chasing him. He's going from 2. He's falling down to 3. And Notsumball catches him from behind. And JJ Poole picks up the regrab. Fez with a fantastic snipe. Taking down that little walk by JJ Poole. Looks like we got a power-up regrab fight going on now. Magikarp and JJ Poole duking it out in the middle. Meanwhile, Liz is taking off with the flag. He's got Nebuchadnezzar beat. Dodges the spikes. So close.
And in that happening, JJ Poole had to leave Magikarp's power-up fight to try and get the return, which has left him with an easy grab for that tag pro. It's going to be interesting to see what he can do with that. As I say that, Bob 18 takes him out with the gate. That was sloppy by Magikarp.
I was going to say, that was a fantastic play. Bob 18, I think rolling bombed him into the gate and then closed behind him. It was an interesting way to assassinate someone. Alright, Lizard Wizard. Looks like he wants to take the gate. Can't get underneath Magikarp. It looks like he's going to wait for Lizard Wizard to make his way over to his side of base before he makes a move. Oh! Rookie move by Lizard Wizard, eating a spike hard. Magikarp's going to go for the bottom power up on the bottom left. Lizard Wizard's going for mid. No one's going for the right side power up as Notsumball is actually making a move. Wow, Magikarp is just so good at navigating around this map. Lizard Wizard picks up a tag pro. Notsumball picks up a Juke Juice, and Minor Seeking Majors are really controlling the power-ups from here. And he's going 2, and he's got 2 beat. The Bob 18 and Nebuchadnezzar are chasing Lizard Wizard. He has 1 blocker with Juke Juice. Almost decides to go through the gate. Backing up, takes a boost around. Magikarp is ready with the re-grab. And Liz is dancing around JJ Poole. Wants to find a way around him. And JJ Poole, great contained D, not making any mistakes. Forcing Lizard Wizard into a quick death. And here the Bob 18 is going to go 1. And this might be a cap here if they can catch Magikarp. And they can't. Lizard Wizard taking him down from behind. Magikarp now going 2. He's got 3 beat. He's got 1 blocker. Nebuchadnezzar's closing it up top. JJ Poole from... Here comes Bob 18. Now he has 4 to go. You know what? He felt like he could have probably squeezed it in if he forced it there. Now he has to retrack all the way around the map.
We do have these power-ups respawning in a couple of seconds. Curious if Magikarp is going to wait for that Juke Juice. If he doesn't get cornered by JJ Poole.
Great play by Liz, taking out the Bob 18, and now Magikarp and JJ Poole has a power-up as well. And Juke Juice versus Juke Juice. JJ Poole playing great contained D right now, really shutting down Magikarp and the Lizard Wizard. I think he's an offensive player, so it would be offensive defense he's playing. Liz is out. He's 2. Falling to 3. He's got 2 blockers. Notson Ball takes him out at 1. He's coming in over top, and there's Brick. Brick with the return, and now Magikarp has to regrab. Can he get past Nebuchadnezzar? These guys are playing a great job containing this offensive powerhouse of this team. And Magikarp's going to have to drop down to 4, bounces back up. And he might have him beat on the inside here, going to... Can't take 1, too dangerous of a route. And meanwhile, Mooseknucklers finally get a great grab, and they're out. Brick is being chased by 2 guys, 3 guys, and he's going to be done there. Yeah, not much hope. And yeah, that's the end of Magikarp. And Nebuchadnezzar coming in with a rolling bomb. And great play by Lizard Wizard to play off the rolling bomb, pick up the flag. He's going 1. If Magikarp can get a quick return here on JJ Poole, this can be the first cap for Minor Seeking Major. He's taken down. He's got 2, 3 blockers ahead of him. Let's see if Liz can find a way into base. Nebuchadnezzar shutting down 2. Off the wall, Liz looking for an entryway back into base. And man, he has to retreat all the way to the other side. And that's another fantastic return for JJ Poole. Bob 18 is loose at 3, 2, 1. He's coming in. Wow, this is actually going to be a cap here. Let's Magikarp get there in time, and Fez with the return. Wow, I didn't really expect him to come up there.
That was a very quick convergence, and less than half a second, Magikarp and Liz and Fez were all over that. Oh geez, and Brick getting within half a tile of the flag, but just can't make it. Fez taking advantage of it, getting away through the top, and he's got no one ahead of him. That is the easiest first cap of the game.
And now
for the Minor Seeking Majors.
Minor Seeking Majors, yeah, and you know what? They had 2 really close opportunities to cap for the Mooseknucklers, and they just caught them from behind or just got right in the way at the last second. I mean, it wasn't like they weren't playing it well. Very unfortunate, and that's what led to the first cap for Miners. And here comes Liz going 2-1, and that's a return, and Liz is going to walk right in, and it's now a 2-0 game. Miners Seeking Majors already leading the way, making things happen when they absolutely need to. Oh my god, what a fantastic move by Magikarp. Completely brilliant. He's got 2, 3 beat, and with the blocks from Fez, Magikarp falls in the flag, and it's starting to roll the wrong way. It's becoming a regrab show.
They've really picked up the rhythm here, Minor Seeking Majors, and I think this is kind of turning into the match that probably most people were expecting going into this. But that being said, it's definitely been close throughout the former stages of the match, which is indicated by the fact that there's absolutely no power-up control anymore. There's none of anything really going on right now.
Nah, and after these guys took down Original Sign in their last title defense, and it seems like things are going pretty well so far, it makes you wonder if there's a set of 4 players out there that can really take these guys on and dominate them. I really can't think of anyone that comes to mind. Alright.
Reset, everything's kind of slowed down here. JJ Poole and Brick probably going to make something special happen here.
Yeah, he's got the TagPro escort, and Brick is loose going 3. Magikarp misses the power up. It doesn't seem no good. And if Lizard can get there, and he does, preventing a cap, this is all the lookings of a shutout so far. I mean, it should be a much closer game, but they've just done a great job of getting in the way.
Their offensive defense in particular, like how many times have the Mooseknucklers made it within just a couple of tiles of that flag, almost getting a cap?
I would say about 3 or 4 by my count.
Yeah, it's something like the score is not an indicator of how close this game is.
Wow. What a beautiful grab by Magikarp, and this is going to be a cap. The way he got past Nebuchadnezzar there, he really showed the skill differential between the two players. He's just overmatched. Let's see if he can make it happen again. Magikarp on Nebuchadnezzar, looking for a way to grab. It's a one-on-one battle. He won it last time and turned it into a cap. There's a minute and 46 to go. And here's the play. Liz with the blocks. Magikarp, he's going to go over top. No! Plays it wrong. Nebuchadnezzar won that battle. Now it's Liz's turn to make something happen. And that's a quick Flaccid. We got a 1-on-3 on both sides of the map here. A minute and 22 to play. You'd really think they'd try and go offensive heavy with the score differential right now and try and put something on the board. Bob 18 fighting for a power-up. And Magikarp picks up the flag. He's got a blocker. He's going to go underneath, and he has Nebuchadnezzar beat. Oh, great boost. Guess they're just in the nick of time as Liz is going 4.
I think he just wanted to hit that boost, but couldn't quite make it within the distance of the boost, and that just... Nebuchadnezzar did hit the boost, and that just made it way too easy for him to catch up.
Let's see if Liz can... oh, that's a kiss.
A sensible decision by the Bob 18, saving another cap, especially with only 30 seconds to go. There's not going to be much else interesting happening here unless something magical happens, so it's probably best option for Bob 18 to try and save that best he could.
What do you think the Mooseknucklers need to do in order to... I mean, they need 5 caps in the second half in order to win this game.
There's a lot of things that I think both sides, even not just Mooseknucklers, could be doing fairly differently. One thing's for sure, if they keep doing what they're doing now, they're not going to win. Honestly, I couldn't put my finger on exactly what is going to get them that magical win. It's just going to be a whole team effort that needs to improve. And the scoreboard, as we're seeing right now, is just an indicator of that. Minus seeking mages are just on top in pretty much every single stat area. Well, yeah, especially Fez, not some ball, with 14 returns each, which is twice as many as anyone on the rest of the field.
And interesting stat as far as returns, they had 14 more returns than the Mooseknucklers, so that's all the difference in the world. He literally was an entire team on top almost. So even though we didn't really call his name out too much, it probably was Fez who was the MVP of that. He also has some great behind returns in enemy territory.
Yeah, definitely. I think all the action was just happening in the other base, and we couldn't really commentate much on what was happening on the other end because it was just Flaccid after Flaccid going on over there.
Yeah, the less we talk about the other team's offense on your side, the better the defense tends to be playing. Alright, we got a new link now. We're going to be switching servers to Sphere.
Is it realistic to say that the Mooseknucklers can get a 5 caps more than minus seeking mages in this half? Is that possible?
As an unbiased, moderate commentator, I'm going to say yes, but as an actual human being, I would say no. No way. It's not going to happen.
Hopefully they can make it as tight as possible, though.
I think if the Mooseknucklers tie the second half, that's a victory. Like moral victory, rather.
Definitely, and that's very possible as we had a World Cup match, TagPro World Cup match last night, getting dominated 6-1 in the first half and bringing it back to an aggregate of 7-6. Anything can happen just with one little substitution, but I'm not sure if Mooseknucklers...
Looks like they are, actually.
They do. They've got 7 people in their team group. So they definitely could make some subs if they wanted to.
Looks like Sweaty's going to get a chance to play. And Sunball is currently on the roster as well.
What do we know about Sweaty?
He's a really solid player. I couldn't tell you what team he's currently on in majors or minors. But I've seen him around. And the name doesn't just come out of nowhere for me.
Well said. I think at this rate, Mooseknucklers need to need to fix their offense. Those stats that we just saw from last game, 14 returns apiece for both of their defenders, just from Flaccid after Flaccid, and I think for the Mooseknucklers, the defenders are doing the utmost best job that I think anybody could really do, shutting down.
Lizard Wizard and Magikarp are two ridiculous flag grabbers, and they're brutal with the flag.
And I think they really just do need to get a bit more on their offense, just a bit more happening over there, getting out of base a little more, getting a bit more of even just offensive defense and defense when they're trying to go for their cap, closing in on their flag.
I thought on the Mooseknucklers, JJ Poole and the Bob 18 played. They didn't make any mistakes that I noticed.
Bob 18 was definitely getting some. In particular, I noticed again. I wasn't really watching too much of what was going on in that base because all the action was happening up in Magikarp and Liz's area. But I did notice that Bob 18 in particular was making some really nice Flaccids work well, and I as an offender, I know I love it when a Flaccid works.
Yeah, and I'm reading his Twitch comments now. He's saying that they should have capped 4 times, but I mean, you could say that, or you could say they played the other team, the Minor Sigma Majors, did a fantastic job of limiting their ability to just fall on the flag, and we're just always in position. So, if you guys want to get those caps, get better blocks. So, I guess we're still waiting. They're testing the ping on the Sphere server. Be cool if we get an interview
make sure
while we're waiting.
Get every advantage they can get. That would be interesting if we can get one of those people in here. It's probably worth mentioning Sweaty seems to be disconnecting and reconnecting to Mumble, so there could potentially be some connectivity issues going on there, which will be a shame if there is.
Let's see. Hey, RadiaN, do you know if you can pull people in and out of group? Let me see if I can message Bob to come in here and chat with us for a little bit. Yeah, I don't see him going 2v4.
You guys get the link?
Hey, Bob, how are you doing?
Not too bad.
So, tell us about the first half. We saw your comments on Twitch. You felt you guys should have got 4 caps. What do you think was the biggest reason it didn't happen?
I guess we really couldn't get the blocks when we needed to, and sometimes we let some easy grabs go. So, I think it's a lot closer than what the score is right now.
And what was the decision behind benching you for the second half?
I guess my ping isn't too great, so it's not. It's more server-wise, I guess. Cool King's really good at radius. He's from from Sphere. He's from Western Canada, so his ping's really good. So, and I think that's been doing a pretty good job. So I don't mind sitting.
You pretty confident in the guys that are subbing in to come through the victory here tonight?
Oh, of course. I've played with them since season 4. We played really good together, and we got good chemistry. That's what got us up here, dispersing our minutes evenly. So I'm pretty confident we can pull it out.
All right. Well, hey, we'll see how it plays out. If you guys can come out with the victory here, that would be quite the upset.
Thanks.
Oh, one more question. What led to the choice of map for today? I believe the challengers get to choose, correct?
Yes.
All right, so you guys chose Boombox. What made you guys feel like that gave you guys the best advantage?
I just, other than the fact that we've been rolling on Boombox, I think it's our best map. So I thought our best chance, you might as well go with your best map.
All right, and who's giving you guys the most difficulty on the other team?
They're all pretty solid. There's not really one guy you can really point a finger as to how difficult it is. They've all played really well, so we just gotta keep it tight and hope that we can play really well.
All right, hey man, all great, fantastic answers. Anyone
Alright.
you want to shout out to while you're on a public stage?
Not really, other than Terramis and Train and the people watching. Just thanks for the support, and we'll try to bring in the dub the second half.
All right, we'll be rooting for you, Bob. Go Mooseknucklers.
All right, thanks, man.
Looks like we're almost ready to start. I think the starting lineups are both set. Sizz, you still with us?
Yeah, I'm certainly still here. It was really good to get some insight from the Bob 18 there.
Oh, we're waiting on Bob. I guess the reason they didn't start is because we stole the Bob, and he's actually been playing. Bob wasting his time in the commentating booth when he should be on the court.
This guy's got his priorities in order. Putting us before his own team, that's exactly the way I'd do it.
All right, yeah, we're ready. Another thing I noticed, they really dominated the power-up control as well.
Definitely, particularly in the early stages of the game. I think everyone really slacked off towards the end, where it kind of became a little bit more hectic for both sides. There wasn't really much power-up timing or power-up fighting before they respawned.
The power-ups look pretty even here. Each side has a rolling bomb, and there's a juke juice mid, which Cool King beats him to it, who was actually playing on his local server after the information we scooped up from the Bob 18. And it looks like he's going to be taking in on D. Hopefully he can stop this fantastic duo, and that's a great start for Magikarp. He's going 3.
What were the changes that Mooseknucklers made for that second half, the substitutions?
So they have Sweaty and Cool King in, and I guess they benched Nebuchadnezzar. Well, let's see if Magikarp can bench these 3 guys. Not JJ Pool's going to pick it up. He's going to take a lap. Yeah, Nebuchadnezzar was benched, and 4th guy, Brick.
Do you think that's going to be enough to give him a fighting chance in this half?
I think we'll know the answer to that question very shortly. It looked like they have a good opportunity there. Liz finding a way out. JJ Poole, this could be their first cap of the game. If they can get past Nelson Ball, he has the blockers. And now Magikarp is there. Very unfortunate. Oh, but there's a rolling bomb. Couldn't ask for a better gift, and he doesn't.
He's missed it.
I don't know the reasoning behind that. And now while he was, oh my gosh, now Magikarp is on the loose, and Sweaty gets a return, and now everything's reset. And Fez is actually going to pick up the flag, the great returner. See if we can get past the Bob and JJ Poole. They have him kind of pinned against the gate. Liz had it open, but no escape. And Sweaty, the substitution, coming in with the opportunity to cap. He's got 2 guys to beat. They're holding the gate just in case he needs to get back. And Fez is going to be coming in from behind, as we've seen him do pretty often the first half. And now he's got 4 guys between him and the flag. Let's see if he can make some magic happen. And nah, not tonight.
I think the reason that JJ Poole missed that rolling bomb, he was trying to get through that tiny little gap as quickly as he could before I think it was Liz was able to catch up to him, but he just pixels away. That's why you got to get pixel perfect texture packs, ladies and gentlemen, because it makes all the difference apparently. I'm sure he's going to be beating himself up over that after the game.
This is an opportunity here for Magikarp. Sweaty with Juke Juice, misses with Juke Juice, and Bob 18 making the cap save and play. Yeah, as far as texture packs go, right now I'm actually on vanilla because I didn't really update for V2. And Liz is coming in. This might be a cap. Nope. And but I'm using the new rotating balls. Have you seen that one yet?
The beach balls. Oh wow, I wish I could get that working on my computer. Google Chrome doesn't like user scripts.
I have Chrome. I'm using Tamper Monkey, and instead of the beach balls, I actually have the poker chips one where it shows them as transparent. It's fantastic. You can see like bombs spawning underneath you and stuff like that, where normally you wouldn't be able to tell the last second. Magikarp trying to get past the Bob 18. And he's going to... Oh! Bob closing him off. Good thing he didn't sub out, because he played pretty well in the first half. And they're doing a good job of keeping it close here. Liz going one. JJ Poole has TagPro. Picks up the flag. Gets the return with the kiss.
Sensible decision from JJ Poole, I think, going for the flag and then taking it was the best thing. And Bob 18 getting a fantastic grab, bouncing off both of them. And if they can get the block, that's going to be the need and cap for the game.
Oh my god. Liz, and he's going to be able to come up underneath, but no, Fez is out with the flag, and JJ Poole's just unable to catch him. Pixel's behind, and now Fez is making his way to 4. Bob 18, I don't know if there's a power-up spawning there or not, but it doesn't look like he's going to be able to get there anytime soon. And Fez doing a great job flying around this map. Finally taken down by JJ Poole. And Sweaty's on the regrab. The Mooseknucklers have done a much better job of being on the offensive in this map.
They've definitely picked up their game. This is making for a much closer game and a much more enjoyable game to watch. JJ Poole highlighting how much better on offense he's just got in one half. Very nicely jigging from Fez and not some
he's coming in now, and Liz is just a little bit short, and JJ Poole just didn't pull the trigger, but now the patience pays off. And that's the first cap for the Mooseknucklers. Only 3 more to go.
It's not impossible though. I think the first cap of the last half didn't happen until after the 5-minute mark, so I reckon this is still anyone's game, to be honest.
I'll be very surprised if they can shut out this offensive duo, as Magikarp takes the flag, and he's at the halfway point now. Cool King, 77, cutting off the 3. Magikarp wanted to go to 4 route. Very patient player. He's going to take it all the way back. Liz is ready on the regrab, and when you get a regrab train rolling on Boombox, it can be very deadly. And now he's coming in. He's got the blocks, and that's the equalizer for the half. It's now 5-1. Liz with a very unfortunate grab and Flaccid. Didn't really have much hope there. Power-ups look like they're spawning now.
Yeah, they're composing themselves. Sweaty was the first one going for any of those power-ups, and he's grabbed a Juke Juice. Yeah, even if they've just let that one cap through there, it's still just doing so much better in this half than they were in the first half.
Yeah, and and they struck first, so that can always be a great confidence booster.
Definitely, although that being said, losing that one camp can also be a bit of a confidence or maybe a
detractor, rather.
Diminisher, yeah.
Oh, and we almost saw a really great cross-level snipe from top to bottom, but the Bob 18 just missed Magikarp, and Magikarp now looking for a way into base. He's just so good at those little micro jukes. It's going to be coming in, and Sweaty can't get to the button in time. Magikarp still floating around. Sweaty goes underneath him. Magikarp being pinned by 3 guys, finally taken down. You can only juke so much, and in a 3-tile space, there's no way you're juking out 3 guys. Liz now, underneath the spike, Sweaty with TagPro, JJ Poole going underneath, and Liz is going to go mid. He has opportunity to go 2. Sweaty is a lone defender. Fez taking one for the team, and Liz is falling in on the flag. It's now, what's the math here, 6-1?
That sounds about right. Magikarp looks like he's almost in a position to make it 7-1, and he is! Fantastic blocking by Not Sumball and Fez to bring the score to 7-1.
And as I mentioned earlier, I believe these guys, Minor Seeking Majors, have won each game by an average of 8 caps. And they're looking pretty consistent with that number right now. Just lockdown defense and non-stop offensive action. Liz going 2. I bet there's another cap here. And they make my predictions pretty easy.
Seems like they're just showboating even a little bit at this point. Making easy caps, easy blocks, easy grab.
This has to be extremely frustrating for the Mooseknucklers. They scored first, they were within 3 caps, and then all of a sudden, I mean, with 2 minutes and 30 seconds to play, this game's already essentially over.
Definitely, but it doesn't look like they're going to be going down fighting. Just as I say that, Magikarp has got, no one ahead of him.
Yeah, but that's another cap.
That was not fighting to get that cap, I know that for sure.
Yeah, they can start the celebration early in the minor seeking majors mansion, where all the U.S. title champions get. JJ Poole has the flag. This could be a cool opportunity, and Sweaty with TagPro just nowhere in near the right position he needed to be to keep his teammate clean. Magikarp going bottom. He's gonna go for the boost. JJ Poole's there, and he decides to take it anyway. It's okay though. Liz is gonna pick up the regrab.
If they can get the return on Liz, maybe they can just get a bit of a compensation cap here for Mooseknucklers.
And that's an interesting hiding spot for Liz. I don't really see many people chilling there with the flag. I guess it's a pretty safe spot if you know what you're doing.
Yeah, both flag carriers are just going to be waltzing around the map at this point. Only just a touch over 60 seconds to go. If Cooking maybe can get the block on Magikarp. Just no, he times that sacrifice just a little bit wrong.
And once again, as I'm looking at the stats, I mean, all the minor seeking majors, again, they're the top 4. Well, actually, JJ Poole just broke into the top 4. But as I was saying it, they were the top 4 stat guys. Liz Wiz leading the way with 2 caps and 15 tags. And Ball's 14 tags as well.
Start of this half, Mooseknucklers were just getting regrab after regrab after regrab, and just they had so much rhythm with carrying the flag in particular, and they've just lost it, I guess, when they got their first cab. They kind of threw them off a little bit. JJ Poole, so they got 1 to beat and 3 blockers. And
you know what? I'm looking at stats. This might be the story here. The tags are pretty close between the two teams. Minor seeking majors has 40, and the Mooseknucklers have 34. So it's only 6 differential. But when you look at the pop stat, minor seeking majors have popped 30 times, 49 for Mooseknucklers. That's 19 more pops. That just shows you that they're a little sloppier. Their jukes aren't as tight, and when you commit suicide at many times, it opens up opportunities for the other team.
And just while you're saying that, that was the end of the half. Magikarp almost finding an opportunity to get just a last cap ring that would have brought the score to 6-1, and that was a thrashing. That is not the kind of game you'd expect to be the well, supposedly title match in US Contenders. That was not as close as you'd expect a title match to be.
Sometimes, you know, the champion is just too much for the challenger to handle, and you know what? Not every title match has to be close, and it'd be really nice to see these guys who are doing a fantastic job here on out. They took on a great challenge in Original Sign last match, took down a pretty solid team of Mooseknucklers. Now, if these guys can keep their undefeated streak running, you know, the USKO 2 knockout champions, minor seeking majors, it's going to make for a very interesting to see who can even topple these guys.
Well, no, this just brought them to a 6-win streak. Is that correct? That makes them, yeah, they are. They're not the champions for no reason. They're not the champions for having close games. And I think at the start of the match, you said they're averaging 8 cap lead for every win.
Yeah, and which is ridiculous. And they kept in trend with that. So here.
Yeah, long story short, they deserve to be on top, and they're just highlighting that more and more with each game. They do have still 4 more challenges in, so that's going to make a good next couple of weeks in terms of game.
I actually just got on a US Contenders team, the T-Rex. So once we make our way from the bottom to the top, maybe we'll be the ones to take down the champions. Probably not likely though. Alright, so let's see if we can get someone to do some interviews with us. Would love to talk to the winning guys.
We do have Not Sunball in here. I'm sure he's very, very excited. Very happy.
But he's mutant deaf like Helen Keller. Not Sunball, can you hear us?
I don't think Helen Keller could play TagPro like that in real horse.
Probably not. Alright, so Not Sunball mentions that they have a big game tomorrow with the USKO winner and Original Sign. I didn't really get to catch the last USKO, but I know Original Sign, they just picked up Dino, who is a phenom when it comes to... He leads MLTP, one of the top offensive players.
So that's Dino and WoW, such pro on offense. is that...
That could be as
What
scary
can
as
I
it
say
gets.
about that? That's scary to look at. I haven't really seen them play too much, but I've seen enough to know that I'm glad I'm not playing US Contenders right now.
I wonder if US Contenders is limited to actual US servers and like US players. I sent them a message to the winning guys to see if they want to come join us for interviews.
How's it going, guys?
And we got Nebuchadnezzar in here and the Bob 18 from the Mooseknucklers. Hey guys, how we doing?
It could be better, obviously, but I think we played hard. I think a couple small things kind of threw us off kilter like halfway through each game, and we just couldn't recover. But I'm happy with the way we played for a good chunk of the games.
Yeah, you guys took a shot at the champs. Sometimes it doesn't always work out the way you want it to. What does the future hold, though, for you guys as a US Contenders team?
Right now, I guess we gotta deal with some challenges. Probably challenge original sign again. Really, we just gotta kind of fine tune our game. We have a couple incoming challenges, so we're just gonna deal with those. Kind of go over some weaknesses, and then we're gonna challenge them again.
I think for things we're going to change moving forward, I think we're going to try to, find our strengths as per maps. I think Boombox was just kind of our choice because it's a map everyone kind of likes, but I think we're going to be looking more at maps that kind of fit our style more and benefit us as we challenge the number one seeds moving forward.
Well, good luck helping you guys determine that. And meanwhile, as we're talking, Magikarp came in to wish everyone a good game. So kudos to what a fantastic offensive performance from Magikarp for being so gracious in victory.
Oh, thanks, man.
So Magic, walk us through. You guys put on a fantastic display of dominance between Game 1 and Game 2. What's the secret juice that makes minors seeking majors roll?
We were all, well, until we picked up Liz, we were all minors, and we kind of just came together, and we just know, and we can't give away our secrets quite yet, so I'm sorry about that one.
So you gotta just know.
It's hard to explain, I don't know what to say.
Well, you know what? You don't really have to say much. The championship title speaks for itself. You guys have now successfully defended twice in a row. What does the future hold for the minors seeking majors? What's next? You guys got 2 defending title champions.
Well, I think Original Sign looking kind of scary now that they have Dino. So that's going to be kind of hard. And just one thing I thought of was Fez and Not Some Ball played some outstanding defense, and they were just making expert blocks, and everything was amazing. It made Liz's and I's job really easy to cap.
Yeah, we definitely noticed that. Another thing you guys do a great job of is you guys don't accidentally spike yourselves too often. It happens once in a while, but then again, it does for everybody. You guys are just very tight on your turns. You know where to hide with the flag. When to grab, and especially when watching you got the micro jukes down, and you made some fantastic decisions on how to get the inside route against around the containing defenders.
Yep.
Yeah, just figured I'd share that.
Thanks, man.
All right. I think we're gonna wrap this up. Thanks, guys, for putting on a great game for us tonight. Hopefully we see more of the Mooseknucklers as they try to determine what map works best for them. Sizz, any closing comments you want to share?
Well, the first US Contenders game I've commentated, as I said at the start of the match, and commentating by Riverhorse and watching a match like that, particularly in the second half of that match, was a lot of fun, and hopefully we'll be able to do this again sometime. Maybe even a grudge match, matching each other.
Yeah, we'll see what the future holds. Sis, thanks for hanging out with me in the commentating booth. Thanks, RadiaN, for doing a fantastic job streaming. I got to check out some of the displays you do, and I saw that you rock beach balls, which is pretty cool. And then everyone else, thanks for hanging in.